All right. Looks like we're like Bobby Brown. We're good to go solo. Surprisingly, unsurprisingly, many of our audience will not recognize that phrase. Good to go solo.
I don't know, really?
Yeah, I think so. A few people will not. I mean, come on, there are hello junkies. There are clearly people watching the show who probably weren't alive when Bobby Brown was shaking his moneymaker across the stage. His name is Brown. That's what they called him. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Jane, Sherry, Jude, Steve. Oh, my gosh. What a plethora of lovely,
hey guys,
lovely
hi.
Shannon.
Hey,
Nelson
John.
McClintock.
Hey, Allison.
Matt.
Ooh, Maria.
Dawn. Allison.
Mike,
Stephanie. We got a castle
Ginia.
coming in. Nick.
Oh, look. I see.
Maria, my
The
colleague.
Lundys, I think, are out there. I think I saw the
Dennis,
Harveys out
Virginia,
there.
Dan, Brittany. Oh, my
Nice.
goodness. Look at y'all. Daryl.
Hey, Tracy
Howard.
Shank.
Tracy.
Hi, you guys.
Got some regulars. Got the regulars. Got some newbies here.
So
People
nice to
hanging
see
out.
you guys.
We're very excited. We're very, very excited
Hey,
about
David
this show.
Stubblefield.
So,
nice of you to join us.
baby, we have people racing into the room now. Bunch from the
Dr.
individual
Daniel
Facebook.
Baker,
Dr.
PhD.
Daniel Baker, PhD. Shannon
My sister
Chavaria.
Shannon just showed up.
Bruce Press.
Good evening, colleague.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to the main camera and give you a big sugary welcome home smooch as we do. Well, not every Tuesday. We're going to do it from now on, though. Ready?
We're doing what?
A big sugary welcome home smooch.
I don't know what that means.
At
but
the
I'm
end of the
in.
show, we give them the kiss off into the sky. So at the beginning of the show, we got to give them a big mwah, big welcome.
like
Yes,
this?
ready?
All
Here we
right.
go. 3, 2, 1. Hello and mwah! Welcome, welcome home for the Tuesday edition of Sigler in Place. We do it every Tuesday and Thursday, 6 o'clock Pacific Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 a.m. GMT. For those of you who drink even more coffee than I do.
I mean, I can't imagine. Except Jude, my brother, drinks more coffee than you do.
Jude does drink the coffee.
But he
You
drinks
guys,
decaf.
you can definitely, the way the light's hitting, you can see where I had an accidental beard divot a couple days ago. I'm trying to grow back in. So you look over here, nice tight line, looks real sharp. You look over here, beard divot.
You don't have to point that out, though. That's the thing.
It's an open and honest show, baby. It's a very transparent show. Wow, we haven't had a spammer in a long time. That's great. All right. We have quite a show for you guys today. This will be a shorter show because at 6:50, we're going to give you your kiss off into the sky because I have to go at 7 o'clock Pacific Time, 10 Eastern. I have to be in conversation with author Jonathan Maberry, who is, I believe I have the image right here,
Yeah, we know.
Jonathan
so many
Maberry.
of you guys know and love Jonathan's work.
talking about his new novel, Ink. It involves tattoos, ink, blood, death, mayhem, and plots.
And if I had to guess, I would say mayhem, plots, maybe some ghosts.
Now, you can watch that over at facebook.com/MistGalaxyBooks. Do not go to /MysteriousGalaxies I did earlier today. It doesn't take you there. Do not go to Mysterious Galaxy Books. It does not take, because it does not take you there. Galaxy Books. I'll be talking with Jonathan for probably about an hour. You guys feel free to join us. I believe it's very confusing. They didn't give me a lot of information on the setup, but I believe if you want to be part of the event itself, you have to go to that upper URL, crowdcast.io/virtual-event-Jonathan/register.
But I do
I'm
think,
not making that up. I actually copied that down.
and to be fair, I think that might have to do with if you were buying a ticket for a signed book and things like that. I'm not 100%. I do know for sure I have joined several Mysterious Galaxy live author events in lockdown. And so that facebook.com Mist Galaxy Books does work. If you go there just like this, if you come here at 3 p.m., you don't see us. If you go there when it's live, it'll be right there on that page. And it'll look a lot, and it'll work a lot like this.
So now you have got that. We'll probably mention that before the end of the show in case we run out of content, which happens almost every show. By that, I mean never.
Never.
We have, and look, we have got a Siglocktail today, ladies and gentlemen.
We do.
Today's Siglocktail. Here
is
it is.
is the Lynchburg lemonade. It's unseasonably hot here in San Diego this week, so I switched up. I was going to make a drink that required lots of liquors, which is also delicious, called a Vieux Carré. Which is delicious, created in New Orleans. Maybe we'll make sometime next year, but it takes like 3 different liquors, including cognac and Benedictine. So I switched, since it's 1,000,000,000 degrees, to a Lynchburg lemonade.
See if I can copy. Nelson was kind enough to paste the link.
Melissa, nice to see you.
So now everybody in all the chats can see the various link. Go ahead, Joyce. And this is down here is A's video this week. We improved the sound quite a bit, and the lighting looks good. You look good.
Oh, thanks.
You
Can
really-
I a little
bit of something in the ears?
That would be great.
How's that?
That's great. Thank you so
Better?
much.
Okay,
Yeah, much
I'm
better.
gonna give you
Thank
one
you.
more just for good measure.
Okay.
So
yeah,
back to
we
me.
keep
Good?
we keep. Scott is helping me kind of dial in the video now that I've done it a handful of times. You know, his theory is you get at least 4 episodes under your belt, and then you start making improvements.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been doing that, and we upped our audio game this week.
Yeah.
And I am still working on getting you to see more of the actual making of the cocktail without having to set up a whole station in our teeny, tiny place.
We're working on it. We're working on it. Yes, A does always look good. All right,
Stephanie,
back-
thank you so
back
much,
to
my friend.
Maine. What a show we have for you guys today. It's a bit fast and loose. We're going to be having a little bit of fun so we can cut off early and go over the Jonathan Maberry event. We've got one more Q&A episode for Nocturnal, and A and I are about to discuss the fact that I screwed something up. There's an extra secret Nocturnal episode. We're going to be talking about that. We have the Gangster podcast coming up very soon. On this episode, me too, we've got Pupdates, including some Junkie pups. We've got Siglerbrations. Oh, and of course, since every day we got to do, look at this. I put up, look at this ridiculous day. There is a nice COVID loaf of bread, which that's the first time the COVID head's ever been in orange. It looks real nice. Looks real nice.
Yeah.
And then this nightmarish, awful, horrible Howdy Doody. People wonder why the greatest, is that the greatest generation to watch Howdy Doody, or is that the baby boomers?
Baby boomers, I think.
Baby boomers going off the rails. It's all Howdy Doody's fault. Look at this psychopath floating in on balloons to get some bread. And I would like to point out today that I'm just sick. I'm sick and tired and sick of all these stupid National Day. I mean, we've got to have a day of so we can do something for the art. But National Homemade Bread Day? Who gives a crap about National Homemade Bread? I'm not going to make a whole damn day. What? What's all this? Oh! I think oh yeah, that's some good stuff right there.
And now he's designated this entire loaf of bread as his since he put his nose on it.
Double. Woo! I think I like National Homemade Bread Day, baby.
So look, I have never made bread before in this house, and it turns out that it's a little bit easier than you think.
Hey baby. Can I get a piece? You know
Sure.
what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
I know nothing at all about homemade bread,
except
for what I learned today.
It looks like you got it figured out.
But I don't think I can. Can you do it on that one so you can get it up?
Oh, yes. Here, I'll help you.
This is apparently called the crumb. And that is, I don't know how it's supposed to look, but it looks like bread to me, so you should probably try it. But the crumb is,
I think I'm addicted. I think I just got, like crack is, you hit crack one time, you hit that pipe, that rock one time, and that's it. It's over for you.
And if you want to try this bread, the first taste is absolutely free.
Oh, yeah.
If you would like to. But, the other thing is, I'm not exactly sure if it was today or yesterday, but either today or yesterday is National Junk Food Day, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, since you guys are my fam, y'all, I would have picked National Junk Food Day if that was today. I just didn't see it. I'm hoping it was something yesterday. This wasn't hard, but
we've already had a National Junk Food Day this year.
Well, okay, but I don't make the rules. I just know a lot of people on Facebook are posting with junk food. But it was funny. This morning I woke up, I was like, all right, National Homemade Bread Day, and I thought of my friends, my friend Bruce Press, who makes homemade bread and bagels and challah and all this beautiful stuff.
Are you sure this is just a cracker? This must be one of them. Must be one of them Ritz crackers. This can't be no normal saltine cracker.
And so I attempted it, and it turns out I'm not gonna lie. My friend Rebecca makes sourdough all the time. My friend Ashley makes sourdough all the time, and it's gorgeous. I was quite intimidated because I am a cook, but not really a baker. I follow recipes really well. I Googled easiest bread recipe, and this came up, and I think it's edible at the very least. So.
Oh, it's
So if you are, as we now kind of, especially in the United States and the Northern Hemisphere, we go back into some lockdowns. If you were intimidated the first time, I was too. I'm sure it's harder than it is to make the easiest bread loaf ever, which is this one. But
bread and beer, the foundations of civilization.
Yeah, but I was
really
quite surprised. It wasn't nearly as
Stephanie. Welcome.
rough as I thought it might have been.
So as you guys know, I don't partake of any of the hard stuff. But now, clearly, I'm addicted to that yeast. What else? What is some that
You do.
flour?
I mean, you are.
Gotta
you like
get that flour and that yeast.
You do also like bread. I mean, beer.
I do like beer.
Yeah.
Beer is very good.
Anyhow.
Although most of you would assume what I drink is not actually beer, but you know what? Number one alcoholic beverage in the land. Suck it. There we go.
So Jude brought up a good point. I was going to mention it when Jude and I were little kids. In case you guys don't know, Jude is my brother, and one of our experiments, like our mom had an activity where we would routinely make bread, and I think the last time that I ever made bread before today, Jude, is exactly the same day. Something happened. We were kids being kids. It's got to be somewhere after 1976 because Jude was a huge Pittsburgh Steelers fan and had a championship, a 12-ounce can of beer championship with the whole team on it. And it was lovely and he loved it. And we got kind of in trouble. And then we started to fight with each other. And then my mom got mad at us and crushed the can.
Why was your brother chugging beer when he was?
No, it was empty.
When he was like 8?
He just really wanted
Jude.
the can because it was an anniversary or a celebratory thing.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then my mom stepped on it because if we were going to ruin her night, she, I guess, was going to, I don't know why, but that's exactly the same thing I remember, Jude. Exactly.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
It only takes 30 years to get over it, I think.
We
It's
have
40 years.
Clearly now we're addicted to the flour and the yeast, and I'm doing the hard stuff. So if you want to continue with the goodness, this Saturday, you guys remember the Jizz Moat, the giant moat full of sports movies? We have one of the Jizz Moat Final Four in here. Here we go. It's going to be The Karate Kid. We're all going to watch The Karate Kid, and by all of us, I mean all of us. Of course, you guys have probably all watched it several times, but we will have Empty Set movie maven Rob Otto will be on with us for a third time. We just did Caddyshack last
it was
Saturday.
super fun. It's not in the stream yet, the
not in the
audio
stream.
stream, but
It's
you
coming.
can still
It's
watch it
coming.
on YouTube, I
Hey,
think,
guy.
if you want to. Jude,
so-
that's right. Oh, Jude, I got Jude in so much trouble when we were kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right. I got scared and I ran away. I didn't clean up after making bread and I ran up. Back at the time, I know some of you will be quite surprised by this, I was a huge fan of church. So I ran to our church because I thought I'd be protected.
Shelter. It's a shelter. So this, you can see, I'm now using GIFs to promote the movies, which means we'll be doing more older movies because just running a goddamn trailer for a movie gets you a takedown notice from the people who want you to pay money to see the movie, who offer you the trailer, but somehow don't want a trailer to be shown to promote the movie. It's absolute madness, but we have found a workaround, at least for this show, and now it is quite fun. So join us Saturday, November 28th, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific time. Since that's out of order, I have no idea what the GMT would be.
That's okay.
It's okay.
I don't know either.
But A and I and Rob Otto will all be together talking about all the fine details of this wonderful movie that has endured for so long. They've actually rebooted a TV show about it.
Yeah, well, and they made several sequels too.
One of which starred Hilary Swank, launched her career.
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. I will say, if you guys haven't yet had a chance to listen or watch with Rob joining us, Rob has a really, really deep knowledge of cinema in general, and is really super fun to talk to, and never misses a chance to do his research about
We go
movies.
deep on Rob. It's true.
I
We go real
literally,
deep on
in my
Rob.
head, tried to think of a way to say, because what I was gonna say is he has an
We get in there.
enormous,
We
and
get
I thought
in there.
I thought he was absolutely going to cut me off as soon as I said he has an enormous knowledge base. So I had to think on the fly. I still didn't accomplish it. If you're unaware, Scott and Rob have known each other since high school, most of their lives.
Rob is a literal rump roast of movie knowledge, you guys. Like with the whole net and everything, and then you cut that free, and the knowledge of movie juice flows all about the cast. Everybody has a very good time. And like I said, we go deep. We go deep, deep, deep.
Oh, Lord.
With a deep plunge.
Believe it or not, I actually get a word in edgewise when we're doing the story tonight. But if you haven't seen it,
Kevin Mest in the house tonight. Very
it's
nice.
a really lovely addition to have Rob talking about movies with us, because it brings a whole new level to our understanding. Rob and Scott know quite a lot about pop culture. Rob and I know quite a lot about movies, and somehow we muddle through.
Rob tries to bring some level of credibility to this show, and he hasn't succeeded yet, but we are very hopeful. We are very hopeful that his earnestness will wear off on the rest of this show.
Interestingly, Don Williams just asked if there was any updates on Big John. Big John is right above you in the chat room with that comment, and he is, he's the best and chugging along and doing everything he needs to do to get better as soon as he can. And we, like I said last week, We are. He's got this. We've got him. Thank you for asking.
And I know it's poor timing when somebody is sick. Another fan asks a heartwarming story about or a question about it. Want to know what they are? But I have to point out that Rob said, a man that can unzip a fly can accomplish anything. Wait, what? That's the kind of deep categorical knowledge Rob brings from the world of
I would
movies.
like to talk about the gift you chose. These are things that I don't get. I don't get to see beforehand.
It's National Bread Day. You know what they say, eh? This is America. If you can't slather yourself up with a nice pat of butter, we might as well move over to communism because there's no point in having freedom
Nobody
anymore.
says that, but
There's
I
no
think
point.
if you could butter yourself, you would. In fact, I think you might have at some point in your like. What would this be like?
All right, I will tell
Maybe you would have chosen jam.
A short side story. I was in a band with my buddy Bernie way back when, and it was the band was called Lazy Eyed Psycho, and it was an earlier time where people weren't quite so aware of sensitivities in the world. So our marketing concept was, as the singer, it was a cousin of mine. You've never met him, but my cousin Dr. Jam.
Oh Lord,
Dr. Jam.
I mean,
Dr.
I have
Jam,
that
PhD,
album.
MD. Yeah,
I have that album.
Dr.
I've listened to that album, and here's the thing I'm going to say before he tells you about Dr. Jam. It's totally listenable and fun.
This was my plan. We never got to this phase, this iteration of the band, but I was going to. There's only so much of the story I can tell without proper context. So I can't. I can't tell a lot about City.
Also, proper context doesn't really exist.
Context
for Dr. Jam.
No,
probably.
Dr. Jam. But in short, it was dress up in some kind of skimpy crotch covering type clothing, and then run about the concert. And then on stage in the middle of the songs, pull out some Smucker's Raspberry Jam, slather myself with jam, and then run around the show where at the door we pass out loaves of bread. And people would get to throw slices of bread and see if it sticks to Dr. Jam. I thought that would have been an amazing show while the band is rocking, while the drums are kicking and the PA's blasting. People would have walked away going, I don't know what the F I just saw, but I want to go see that again. That was pretty impressive.
And my favorite part about this is the first time that I heard Lazy Eyed Psycho. Is that the name of the band?
Lazy Eyed Psycho, yeah.
We had maybe been working together at less than a year. And Allison, who's in the chat room, and I ran a business called Audacity Events. We were event planners and logisticians. And so he sends this album to me, and he talks about this. And that, and in some of the songs, in like the bridges and stuff, you can hear Dr. Jam say, "Hey, baby, bring me that chili," or whatever. Things like that. Rub it on me. Rub it on me. And all I could think, because I am a logistician today, but I was literally an event planner then. I was like, there is not a venue that is going to let you strip to the waist and rub jelly all over yourself.
No.
Which means you have the shortest tour, the shortest band longevity on earth. Because you do a short tour and everybody's like, these mofos ruin your whole stage.
The stage is very sticky. The entire floor now is extremely sticky. We would have found a workaround. But
yeah, I think we need every project you ever have for the rest of your life. Not that you haven't already, but you need to confer with Rob Otto because his.
Oh, you kidding? Rob Otto would have bought. He would have bought the raspberry by the bucket load, dude.
He has the tagline: "Smucker up, Buttercup."
Smuckers up, Buttercup. Fabulous.
So good.
Little walk back into memory lane, baby. Before you remember, we'll have to get one of the Lazy Eyed Psycho songs and play it. I have not heard this music in probably 15 years or something like that.
Can you text me Dr. Jam, please, Iceberg?
Speaking of something, though, I'm going to do some blatant capitalist commercial stuff going on right now. A couple things to cover right now. Number one is, oh, snap, it's 16 days out. 16 days till my baby comes home. She's been gone for 15 years, and now it's 16 days till she comes home, and I'm putting something right in her ear, which literally I am doing. I'm ramming something in everyone's ear when this comes out
all of a sudden
on December 3rd. So we work hard on the marketing here. We are more focused on content right now, but we do work on the marketing. And every now and then, we dip our toe into the world of the social media. Are you familiar with this?
I've heard of the SOMED.
The SOSHMED. I'm a SOSHMED ninja or guru. Is that it? I'm a SOSHMED guru. SOSHMED guru. And I'm getting ready to promote this book. We're going to hit a little harder because now, because it's only audiobook, the drive for first week sales isn't as significant as before. So now, like right before the book comes out, then a sustained effort after the book comes out to keep sales plugging along. So we're just dipping our toe into the marketing. But I had this idea. I saw a meme, and I'm like, you know what? I've done one meme before in Siglerism where you take my stuff, put it on a meme. It did very well. So I'll do a meme for this. This could be very good. And I was both very pleased and very upset with the results. Number one, here's the meme. Now, those of you who know the movie American Psycho or meme culture in general, who haven't seen this on Twitter or on Facebook, this is, I consider this to be extremely clever. Extremely clever.
Yeah.
Not that it's that clever to take somebody else's meme and slap your own images on it, which is what people do all the time. What surprised me was, with all the work that we do for online shows and catering to people and trying to respond to people online and do all these things with original content, this meme is the most popular post of anything I've put up all year long.
Well, you know, I mean, it does have the power of Fitzroy behind it too. There are a lot of people who have been gracious and patient waiting for Fitzroy.
I've been waiting for your baby to come home 15 years and ram something in your ear. That's the song. They just, I heard it.
It's also, there's probably a little more bluesiness to it. It's
well,
like, I've been waiting.
Yep.
15 years. I've been waiting.
I believe
15 years.
I believe that song was put out in the 50s by them good old fellas from Topeka. It's a band. The good old fellas from Topeka.
I've not been to Topeka. They do a lot of good repair work, though. I send a lot of broken down machinery to Topeka for repair.
Yes, that is very true. All right, so now going back to the main, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, a fast, free, fun, loose, other adjectives for this show. We are now going to get into Siglerbrations. Baby, take it away. Let's talk about the fun stuff that our Junkie fans have been doing.
Guys, it's interesting. So apparently, sometimes we don't have a ton of Siglerbrations, and sometimes it's time for all the Siglerbrations. We have birthdays. Oh, yes, we have birthdays. We have Joe Carlson's birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday, Joe.
Hang on, I got a whole bunch.
Okay.
Rapid Eye, who I don't think is going to be here now, but is an OJ from way back. Jim's birthday was yesterday as well.
He's so far back, he believed me when I said Fitzroy's going to be out a week after Earthquake.
Yeah. And he probably heard the first drop into the podcast back in the day. Also yesterday was John Flynn's birthday, who may or may not be in the chat room. It might be a little bit late for him. Okay. Today, our good pal Kristen Morris in Phoenix, today is her birthday. Congratulations and happy birthday, Kristen. Our friend Raina Adams, who lives here in San Diego and is partners to Evan Diamond, who you guys all know today is her birthday. Congratulations, Raina. And Mark Wheeler's birthday, who's also Mark the Mangler from Title Fight.
Mark the Mangler Wheeler. Yep.
Another thing that I want to let you know, a few Sigler-in-Places ago, we had a swear jar sergeant, I'll say. His name is Richard Allen. He was
Rob, you need to come up with a name. You need a title for the swear jar guy. I leave that to Rob.
He's supervisor, I don't know, whichever. But I asked him during the cast, would you please drop me an email? And he did, and he is absolutely lovely. He's been listening for a really long time. He was so funny. He was like, dude, I said, can I send you a t-shirt? Like, you made this whole show, and it was very fun. Can I do something for you? And he was like, oh my God. I can't even. Has it been like 20 years I've been mooching off Scott? I can't possibly do. He was so charming and lovely and so funny. He's just as funny in person. But he would take absolutely nothing. So I am going to say, if you guys have a minute and you want to go visit he's a 3D artist. And it's really cool and fun. If you want to go listen to or look at his site, it's makeit3d.artstation.com. But make doesn't have an E. So it's MAKIT3D. .artstation.com, and that's the only thing that he would agree to let me do. So it was super fun to have him kind of adjudicating our swear jars. He's a lovely dude. He does glorious work.
Spoiler alert for the advertiser, but I'm getting his stuff up right now. Here we go. Go ahead, babe.
Yeah.
Woo, football stadiums. Look at that.
Yeah, and that's why I figured we would. Yeah, he this is his job and also his passion and also his. Yeah, isn't it fun? So I figured this is the one little thing I could do is to show you some of this gorgeous goodness.
God, I wonder if he could do INS Stadium. How cool would that be?
I'm sure he could.
Sick. Look at these.
Swear Jarito General. I like that. Swear Jar Czar is also good. We do have a continuity czar, but we could have two. We could have different
You could
czars.
have all the czars you want.
I mean, it didn't work for Russia, but it could work for us.
I'm actively looking
look
for
at that. Look at that.
New York Stadium. Dope.
He's just
looking
such
for
good work.
a bread czar if you're in the market for that position. AK.
I do have this though. I'll just hold the bread because I'm so proud of it. There's two sides. Don't put your nose on my bread.
Oh my God.
Don't put your nose on my bread.
Seeing unicorns, man.
So we have a couple more things. Our good friends, our good friends / chosen family, the Presses, have a big celebration in their family this month.
What?
They, their son Ben got engaged to his girlfriend Hillary, and they are thrilled to death. And I got to say, you guys, the Presses, as you know, Bruce is our empty set photographer. They are just lovely people. Allie, their daughter, Allison, does a whole bunch of work for us at Empty Set. And Ben, in a way, Ben has a very special place in my heart because at the very first Siglerfest was in Baltimore. We contacted the folks at Balticon, and we asked if we could do a proof of concept where Balticon starts on Friday morning. Would they be okay with us kind of piggybacking and doing a Thursday all-day programming for Siglerfest? And that was the very first Siglerfest. It was a proof of concept. It was great. Obviously, we still do Siglerfest. Mm-hmm. But I got a little overwhelmed there at the end, and Scott was like, how can I help? I was like, you can't. You're already writing 2 books. You're already doing all this other stuff. I need somebody on that day that I can just say, go make me 15 copies of this. Go do this, go do that. And Scott was like, that's fine. I'll figure that out. And how he figured it out is he talked to Benjamin Press, who is Bruce and Julie, who are in the chat room, is their son. And I'm a huge, huge Doctor Who fan. I'm not sure if you guys know that. I know Smorg, you know that, but I'm not sure if everybody knows that. And he convinced Ben Ben has a cosplay as the 10th Doctor, who is the David Tennant Doctor. And Ben showed up the entire day in a full-length wool coat, dressed as Doctor Who, and helped me the entire day do everything.
He slayed.
Furniture. He slayed. He was awesome. And I'll never forget it. I got goosebumps right now because I was just excited to see Doctor Who at Siglerfest. I had no idea and then I was like, is that Ben? And then I was like, is that real? Is he going to help me all day? And he did. And he was a rock star. So I mean, I'm happy for him regardless of whether or not he ever helped me in the past, but the Presses are lovely people.
There's so many birthdays though. We're gonna have to do a quick little bit of singing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Joe Carlson, Rebedine, John Flynn, Kristen Morris, Rain Adams, Mark the Mangler Wheeler. Happy birthday to you. If nobody's saying happy birthday, they can all kiss my ass. You know what it is and kiss it. I'll sing a happy birthday. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
So we do have a couple of more things. They're not exactly Siglerbrations, but we do have to mention. Empty Set Entertainment is Scott and I. Mm-hmm. And if you didn't know before, we got married in June.
Hitched.
And we haven't, of course, we've been in lockdown the whole time and we haven't had a honeymoon at all.
Nope.
So we are going to take the week between Christmas and New Year mostly off, which means there probably won't be a Sigler-in-Place that week and there won't be a Story Smack that week. We might do something some little something in there, and there will definitely be a podcast on Sunday. That will continue.
Can I summarize this for him?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. You get nothing. You win nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Wasn't exactly where I was going with that, but yes. So we're letting you know in advance to sort of plan. We're going to be here on Thanksgiving with you. We're going to have at least some programming. We're not exactly sure what. We're figuring that out tomorrow. We will be around right up until that week. Probably do a little something on Christmas too, in case there are several of you who are alone on Christmas Day, locked in on Christmas Day, not going out to family because now we're back in the purple zone and whatever. That said, we're going to figure that out tomorrow. And, oh, Lord.
I can't stop giggling about being in the purple zone.
Yeah.
I know.
Look at his little red cheeks. It's so cute.
I know people are dying and the economy's crashing and governments are collapsing, but like, hey, we're in the purple zone. Sorry, it's the way. It's the way I was. It's the way I
we're
was
giving you
raised.
fair warning that we are very likely to not have 2 Sigler-in-Places that week if we have any at all. We will check in, but we're figuring out tomorrow. You'll know on Thursday, but giving you a heads up. And likewise, always, Lou. Hello, Lou. Nice to see you. I'm
Lou,
so
what's
glad
up?
you're here.
Holy cats! Hello, Franz.
So, what I will say, the last thing I'll say is, as ever, if you have any Siglerbrations, any photos of your puppies, anything you want to talk about, good, bad, ugly, well, not ugly, but good or bad, like you don't have to say just happy things. If you want to be like, my dog died, but I love them, we do that. Let's do that. Let's be family when you can't see your family until we can get through this. So if you have anything that you would like us to consider putting on Sigler in Place, please send it to info@emptyset.com.
Yes.
All right.
That
Sponsor time.
Sponsor time. Now,
New.
you guys know that we
Sponsor
make
time.
so much mad cash from this show. I'm just like stacks on deck. I got
Stacks on
money.
stacks on stacks.
I'm making it rain. I got it going on thanks to our endless array of sponsors. This week's sponsor, and by sponsor I mean we pay them.
Yeah, I was going to say
we pay them. So we did have stacks of money, and now it's gone. Now we don't have stacks on deck. We don't have stacks in the batter's cage. We don't have stacks in the dugout. We've got maybe.
I mean, I can cut that bread into slices, and we could have bread stacks.
Bread stacks. That's right. So let's go
Which
to
is kind of the same thing.
Since everyone is in the purple zone. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about a COVID sponsor, a nonprofit. Hey, take it away, my love.
All right. So we are, as you know, if you have been paying attention at all, the world, especially the Northern Hemisphere, or everybody who's not New Zealand, is headed back into lockdown. And COVID cases are surging all over the world, all over the Northern Hemisphere.
Oh, quick note. Do you know what I learned today?
No.
Last week, the place with the highest lethality rate in the world for COVID.
Don't say California.
North Dakota.
Yeah.
Number 3, South Dakota. Number 2, the Czech Republic.
Well, here's the thing. Like, that's a surge, right? So that's compared to before, and they didn't have so much trouble before.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'll be honest, I kind of get the it's not so bad. It wasn't so bad. We've been through this twice before. I get the instinct of I've been living with this for 8 months and I don't know a single person. But I'll be honest with you. In the last 24 hours, I now know six people who have tested positive for COVID that I either personally know or one of my great good friends actually personally know. And it's a rough thing. And I also know dozens of sort of ancillary stories. So we're headed into lockdown. This is a global charity. Global Giving, of course, is a global charity. They use this money to send doctors, nurses, and other frontline responders to communities in need wherever they are in the world.
Nice.
They order PPE, masks, ventilators, other life-saving medical supplies to hospitals and clinics. They deliver essential items to struggling families and older individuals in quarantine cities and or refugee camps. And they support hygiene awareness efforts, and they feed children that otherwise rely on their school to feed them but are not going to school in person anymore. So this is a well-reviewed charity. Cool. It has been working the entire time. Global Giving has been around for years, and it's very highly rated. If you haven't yet considered donating to a specific relief fund and you have the ability to do so, I certainly would consider something that is directly related to giving actual people help for COVID.
Yes. And if you donate to them at the right time, you could put your PPE in the purple, and that's a great thing. That's the best joke I've told all day, except the joke I texted Rob and Dan earlier today, which was just lights out. Lights out. Such a good joke.
I think we're on to Pupdates, please. I don't know how I do know how it happens, but how does everything become poop or dick jokes? How does everything become these jokes?
Well, that's how you come into this world, and that's how you go out. I think that's what Shakespeare said. Me doth protest the dick jokes too much.
We have a window open, and there might
We've
be
got
a
a fan going. Somehow
outside.
It got hot. Let's go to the pup dates. Boom. There they are. There they are.
Oh, look at how young
Miss
Reese is
Pup
in that picture.
America, looking sweet with their big eyes and pretty face. I love this dog. This dog on the left, I love this dog so much. That is my sweetheart. That is my Reese piece. She is the best. We watch TV together every night, sometimes for as much as 15 minutes, depending on my schedule. We sit down and watch it. We go for walks. It's all good. It's very good. If you don't have a dog, you should consider getting a dog. However, I will say the dog on the right, Squeaks, who I also adore, her head is just the right size that if when she dies, I'm going to get that skull bronzed and we'll wear that as a big old medallion. It's going to be sick. So I get to have Squeaks with me all my life long. I think it'll be great.
So I will say this picture of Squeaky is at her Auntie Amy's house, Auntie Amy and Uncle Jim's house. And it's
so cute.
One of my very favorite pictures of Squeaky. She's so sweet and she loves Amy and Jim so much. So yes, and John points out that for the Mysterious Galaxy event that's coming up right after this, which you guys should all join. Like I said, we're leaving at 6:50, and that starts at 7 p.m. She's listed as Rosie, and I have sent a correction to them, but it's a pretty minor point. She's not your wee dog Rosie; she's your wee dog Reese. But the reason I confirmed John's thing, or I mentioned John's thing, is when she first came home, I thought for sure Scott would rename her because her name was Reese coming from the from the rescue. And I thought for sure he would name her Rosie because of the AC/DC song. And he was like, no, her name is Reese.
Yeah, it's my favorite candy, so I'm keeping it. And not only do we have our lovely, lovely, awesome, fun pets that make our home even happier, and we have now pets of the Junkies. Let's take a look at some Junkie pets, ladies and gentlemen. I think I have the order right, baby.
Yeah, I don't. Well, that's okay. We can wing it. This, if Dawn is in the chat room, so you can help me. I am pretty sure this is Hope. Hope has a sister who you'll see also, whose name is Celine. Mm-hmm. Hope lives with Dawn. Celine lives with Dawn. She says they make her laugh every day, which is really important in this part. And she's just a beautiful Siamese.
What a cool looking animal.
I know. And the only cat I've ever seen actually use this scratch box thing. My cats, when I had them, loved it, but loved to just knock it over as they went by.
Let's take a look at the next pet. I set this up this time so Squeaks could be looking over the edge
and judging everyone.
Being like, Mother, why are you looking
why
at
do
other
you care
pets,
about these other animals, Mother?
Mother, I'm the only one for you, Mother.
How dare you, Mother?
If you start to look at other animals, Mother, I might get upset.
She even looks upset in that cut. This is great. This is Ginny. These are Ginny's. She said they're her dogs and grand dog, puppies and grand pup. The tiny black one on the left is Opus, and Opus is the grand pup. And in the middle is Joe, which is such a good
Joe looks like he'll cut a bitch. Look at he got the crazy hair. Probably rides a Harley around.
Exactly. He's like, you know what? I may look delicate. Try me. Try me.
I haven't had a biscuit in almost a week. I swear to God, I'll cut you.
And
I'll cut you.
On the right is Ginny's senior dog, Sophie. Senior gal Sophie. And Sophie looks like a charming, charming little pup, too.
Who is the next one? I know we have 3 more. Let's see who we've got. Oh, come on.
Come
on.
So this is, well, I guess not technically the iceberg's dog. However, this is Liselle. Liselle this is an RIP pup thing. Liselle passed 3 years ago.
Oh, come on.
She is the auntie to Yuli, who we met a few SIGLERinPLACEs ago, who is Steve's current dog.
Oh, neat.
And this is her Yuli's mom's sister. And I just thought, I know better than a dog with a football for this show.
No, it's perfect. It's very on brand. Dog with a football, very much on brand for SIGLERinPLACE. We have...
And now this is Celine. This is such a great shot of Siamese cat, especially Siamese cats are very particular. This one is the...
That's a Siamese?
No,
this is calico?
Well, this is a dilute calico. Sorry. Now, did I say Siamese twice? I did.
Yes.
Yeah. Calicos don't often have a lot of calicos have a lot of black and orange. This one is a tricolored calico. She's gorgeous. And there's another picture that I see if you can call it the next picture of her. And she loves yogurt. So Dawn shares empty yogurt so that she can finish it off.
Now I can see Squeak's feet in the context of this picture.
Yeah.
And I'm convinced. Squeak's like, Mother, I noticed the animal is eating a treat, Mother, that I don't have. Why am I a family member who does not have the food, Mother? We must deal with this.
So are you seeing like her feet going like...
She gets very upset.
We
are convinced that this one, Squeaks, believes she is a human member of the family, and she often refers to Reese as the dog.
That's true.
She talks about, Mother, why is the dog on the couch, Mother? We know that's not allowed. All right, we've talked about pets a lot, baby.
And do I have all of them? Yeah,
that's
was all of them for the pets. Yeah.
But we got, you guys, like I said, fun, freewheeling, rolling PPE in the Purple episode right now. And now we're going to move on to something even more. Look, I can't snort bread anymore. God, I gotta find my humor somewhere. Let's go to Junkies in Place.
Oh, yes. So this is Boss Jen Sherwood showing up with her gorgeous quarantine hair. I don't know if you guys follow her on Facebook or see her monthly quarantine hair updates. They are enormously great. They're so much fun. She normally sports quite a short haircut. This is her dressed as a small town pizza lawyer.
She's just a small town pizza lawyer.
Just a small town pizza lawyer.
Would like to notify everyone that too much grease on the top of the pizza is a litigious situation, and I believe that you can be sued for such a thing. I will see your ass in court. I will also be bringing some pizza.
I mean, how can you not? I think that's such a great. It's so Boss and so Jen.
Yes. And now what do we have here? Hello. Oh, ice cream day.
So this is back from ice cream day. Of course, the Harrises are always in to participate. They also, I'm super jealous, had way better ice cream cones than we had. We had barely made it. We don't have any kind of an ice cream scoop, and so it was a little, just a tiny little sad little thing. So we're incredibly jealous of your gorgeous ice cream cones.
Here we go. And now, this is a throwback.
And I'm not sure if you noticed, but this is our small town pizza lawyer all the way on the right there. That is Jen Sherwood.
Left. Isn't that the left?
Yes, on the left.
Okay.
Sorry. It is to the right of me in that photo.
Is that
is
Paul
what
Cooley
I did.
in that
That
picture?
is. That's the Fiendmeister Paul Cooley.
Nice.
So this is actually the first day. Of course, right in the middle, pursing her lips.
Yeah.
Is Shannon.
That is Shannon.
My good friend Shannon.
Yes.
And that's you. Laying across the front there. This is the very first.
Is that the first time we met Shannon and Jen?
This is the first time that we met Shannon and Jen in person.
I remember Shannon and Jen were like, "Oh, we're meeting an author, so we must be on our best behavior." And then this happened, as it often does in the world of Siglerism.
To be fair, that might be the best behavior, though.
Things may have gone south after that.
I gotta say, this was such
recall.
a fun tour. This, I believe, was the Alive tour. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. And on this particular day, we got. Reese was the only dog at home, and Shannon and Jen gave Reese a little, like a rubbery, really tough dog toy that looked like a monkey. He was yellow. We named him Oliver. Oliver lasted for a very long time until Stella came to the office, and then they I was just about to say they tag teamed and destroyed him, but that's now trouble. Lord.
I do not understand why you think I would make some kind of comment about tag teaming. I find I am offended by this. My eruditeness is very abridged. It's going to be a good show. All right.
Oh, yeah. We are professional. We are professionals.
Wait, junkie pets. Okay, one more, babe?
I believe there is one more. Oh, gosh, I love this.
What
this
is going?
So
this looks like
gorgeous.
a nocturnal. What is going on here?
This is Carol Donahue. And
Oh.
we have a ton of Halloween photographs, pup photos, things like that. So if I haven't gotten to yours yet, don't worry. We're going to get there. This is Carol Donahue a couple of years ago on Halloween. She's obviously dressed as a sugar skull, Day of the Dead sugar skull.
Okay.
And her pup is dressed like a skeleton. And she was like, does it work if I send in from a couple of years ago? I was like, that totally works. That's great.
We got to fill 2 hours of live TV every week. Send in your goddamn pictures. It's totally fine.
It's gorgeous. And I think we might
David Stubblefield just said, nice loaf. Thank you, David. Thank you very much.
Technically, it's my loaf.
Nice loaf, baby.
We do have a couple more, I think.
Oh, all right. What do we got? Yes.
So, I do love this. So, this is, let me see whose it is. Is it Dawn Shipley's? Yeah, and Dawn's in the chat room. Okay, this is so smart. This was from Margarita Day, and Dawn made a margarita, but didn't have ice in her freezer, but she did have frozen blueberries. And
Nice.
I am so charmed by this idea because, I mean, I've never thought to do that, but it's so smart. As long as you're not using like peas or something.
It's margarita with blue balls. It's nice.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
you would choose to say that. But But the nice thing about that is, they can keep your drink cold, and then there'll be a tasty treat afterwards.
The balls will be a tasty treat after for
Lord.
sure. Is there one more, baby?
There
I don't know.
is one more.
Are
you kidding me
Hello.
with this? So, guys, I
Hello.
have to tell you, this is Lisa Tryon. Lisa Tryon is a good friend of ours. She is, if you're on Twitch watching
Active
this,
Twitcher. She's twitchy.
She is twitchy, and she's also one of our admins for Sigler-in-Place on Twitch. She helps us manage that. She's a good friend of ours. She is a Twitcher, and if you want to follow her, I think you should. She's super fun. Her Twitch.tv channel is called Drinara Games. Drinara, capital Games. I don't think that the capital matters, but Drinara Games, one word, is her Twitch. She has several things throughout the week. She does crafting on Sundays. I think it might be tipsy crafting on Sundays. She games throughout the week a couple, 2-3 times. It's super fun to watch her cast, and it's especially fun if you're not really a gamer. Do the makers and crafting part of that. Like, that is super fun. I've watched her make wreaths, and in October, she dressed up on her stream quite a bit. This was one of her...
God damn it. Trying to be nice, I hit the heart and I wound up unfollowing her because I was already following her.
Can
so now I'm following her.
Can you just click it again?
Baby, you can ring. No, I was gonna sing ring. You can ring my bell, but her bells I already have notifications on.
Well,
so,
why don't you? Oh, you just followed her.
Yeah.
Again. Okay,
yes,
good.
Yes. Well,
So,
I broke her heart.
So listen, if you guys are Sigler fans, if you're fans of other junkies that you meet in this chat room, you should give that account a follow if you're a Twitcher, because it's super duper fun. I will also tell you, Lisa dressed up a whole lot in October, and I had a hard time picking a favorite. And so you'll see her a lot in the next few weeks.
Is it contextual or untoward to say nice loaves?
I am not. I don't. Let's just move on. But that was Morticia Addams. That was Lisa Tryon as Morticia Addams. It was glorious. You're going to see her a lot. Every single costume she had in October was glorious. So we're going to show them all.
The old original Addams Family is just top-notch stuff. If you guys have any memories watching the Addams Family, throw it in the chat room. It's great. Listen, we got barely over 10 minutes left, so let's remind the audience that I am going to be swinging on over, swing over, the Jonathan Maberry cast. That song didn't work out. I'm going to be live with Jonathan Maberry, courtesy of Mysterious Galaxy Books. We're going to be talking about his brand new book, Ink. You should, I believe, go to the address at the bottom, but we just pasted it. Maybe I can paste it again, if you guys can see this. This is the place you can... I can't tell if the stuff shows up. The chat room technologies frightens and confuses me.
But if you scroll up, Nelson McClintock actually also texted it there.
Nelson, if you want to just paste that in again, that would be fine. But I'll be doing that it's 7 o'clock Pacific time, 8 p.m. No, 10 o'clock Eastern time. Just giving you guys a heads up. That is coming, and there you go. Baby, what else we got?
We just have we don't have any more except for some questions, but we do have a couple of questions. All right, so yes, these are not questions that these are questions that have come up.
I have a question. I don't know who these kids are because I don't watch the cartoons, but they are walking a cart which has perfectly good wheels. What the hell is wrong with these kids? They are on the crack because there's a surfboard in a cart that they're carrying when they should be driving, and they have questions, and their parents have questions too.
They're guiding
They're carrying the cart.
They aren't.
It's like a New Orleans funeral in this. You know what it is? It's a New Orleans funeral, and
are you drunk on bread?
They're
I think you might be drunk on bread.
I'm high on the yeast, yo. High on the yeast.
So Kim Hansen asked a while back on Sigler-in-Place if you knew that audiobooks would become a thing when you started podcasting.
Not that long afterward, I knew that podcasting would become a thing because I'll make this as short as possible. I used to work for a company called S&P Communications, and they did kind of Larry King lifestyle talk shows for big companies like Sun Microsystems. And Sun Microsystems could have like 20,000 employees. So it's basically a small city. And their shtick was, They hired ex-journalists, which is how I got in there. The journalists would conduct interviews with salespeople, distributors, researchers, all these things. They'd boil that information down to a bullet-pointed script, and then they had like Scott McNeely, the CEO of Sun Microsystems, come in, if I have that right. And he would sit down, they'd put the script in front of him, put the headphones on, a microphone in front of him, and then he would get to talk to some of his people. And it was really, really interesting content because it was boiled down to bullet points. It was kind of a fast, free-talking. People weren't just reading from a script. But while we were there, I learned about podcasting back in 2004, and I started research with them. I was the marketing guy with no marketing budget for 2 years. Really fun job. And anyways, I learned about podcasting and saw that there was another piece of technology which was handheld, and you could get content you couldn't get anywhere else, and you can listen to your headphones, and it was called transistor radio. Transistor radio, you could get FM, which wasn't popular at the time. You listen on the little headphone, and as soon as the transistor radio came out, AM radio dominated, FM went boom, 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 and has been the big hitter ever since. I saw the parallels between transistor radio and podcasting, and knew podcasting would be a big deal. It wasn't too long after that, like maybe 2 or 3 years of us working together, when Amazon started ACX.
Yeah, and I remember you being a portable podcasting studio. Right when we first started to work together, you had like a suitcase that had all the stuff in it, and you would do corporate podcasting, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and then ACX started. So yes and no, sort of, is the answer.
Yeah. But we tried to get on the Audible store early. We couldn't do it. And then when ACX came around, we got into it. And I think that's all we have time for, baby.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to wrap up, but I will say I definitely fell apart right at the beginning of that answer because of the two, Rob Otto and Daniel Lundy have great responses to... You might have a yeast infection, Rob Otto says, because of your bread addiction.
I got it in my nose. You know what I'm saying?
And Danny said you were getting yeasty. So I laughed a lot at both of those professionally.
Something's wrong with these kids. They got problems. We're going to finish up. Baby, let's go to our closing script.
As ever, like I said to you guys during the Siglerbrations, if you have anything you want to say to us, the absolute best way to do that, if we didn't answer your question live here, absolutely please don't message us message us for anything you need at info@emptyset.com. That is absolutely the best way to get this done.
We will be back on Thursday, November 19th, which is...
17th?
What? No, today's 17th.
19th?
back November 19th for International Men's Day. What? International Men's Day. I might write a song. Go ahead, baby.
And until then, you guys, especially coming into the holidays, we want you to please stay safe.
Stay smart.
Please stay science.
And for the love of science, donate some money. Put the PPE in the purple. All right, baby, you ready to say goodbye?
Stay informed. For the love of science, stay informed. And yes,
I was too busy
we'll see you on Thursday.
I'm high on bread fumes. I don't know what's happening. I'm high on bread fumes.
Come join Scott and Jonathan Maberry, who is a good friend of ours, and we're so excited about it.
Yes.
We'll see you in 3 minutes.
You can all kiss off into the sky. Here we go. Mwah!